If you want to be that woman who attracts anything she wants, achieves her goals, creates her dream life whilst resting in her femininity, you have to become the total package from your appearance, mindset, money, lifestyle, relationships. It's time to become unrecognizable. Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about how to glow up and become that woman in 2025. A true feminine woman is the total package, like Queen Esther, who was the epitome of softness, grace, beauty, wisdom, and as a result was able to convince the king to revoke the order to execute the Jews. So here's your guide to become the total package. The first way of glowing up and becoming that woman is through your appearance. I will never stop preaching that beauty is currency, and not just being beautiful, but the way that you present yourself. I went from presenting like an IG baddie to becoming a feminine, modest woman. I attracted so many opportunities and so many doors opened up for me as a result, because your looks matter. Aside from your energies, the first thing that people see and impacts how people see you, perceive you, and treat you. So you have to invest time, energy, and money into your beauty. I have a whole video of the best beauty investment that every woman needs. I will link it somewhere here. But you have to create a signature look that creates a story of who you are before you've even said a word. How many times have you judged somebody solely based on their looks, solely based on how they carry themselves, how they present themselves? It is unconscious bias that we practice every single day. So you want to create your own halo effect so people have a positive representation of you based on the way that you look. There's a beauty hierarchy that you need to follow in order to identify your signature look. If you want me to make a separate video about this, let me know in the comments down below. But essentially, you want to identify your unique beauty, what sets you apart from everybody, what you love about yourself, and what people compliment about you. And then you want to create your personal style. Take inventory of your current wardrobe. What pieces do you wear the most? What pieces do you gravitate towards? What pieces do you love? This includes colors, patterns, and styles. You want to identify your color season. What color palette suits your skin tone, eyes, and hair color? You want to figure out what pieces suit your body type, which means you have to know what body type you have. This is where inspiration comes to play. Look at Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube. Look up people who have a similar body type to you and see what clothes and pieces suits them. And then you want to create non-negotiable beauty habits. So things that you do on your own in your morning routine or your evening routine, things that you pay for, things that you invest in. And then you want to identify your signature makeup look. What features do you want to enhance? What aesthetic do you like? What style of makeup can you see recreating every single day? Then finally, my favorite, you want to identify your signature hairstyle. Look through your pictures. What hairstyle do you tend to repeat over and over again? What hairstyle tends to go with a lot of your pieces? What color do you naturally gravitate towards? What style makes you feel your most confident? Do you prefer your hair short, long, curly, straight, tied up, or down? Having a signature look not only helps you get dressed and look polished and put together every single day, but it adds value in relationships, at work, your personal brand, or business. The next way to glow up and become that woman is to adopt a queen mindset. In the Bible, King Solomon prays to God and says, "Give your servant an understanding heart that I may discern between good and evil." For a long time, I used to pray for tangible things, to have more money, a bigger house, a nicer car. But the reason why King Solomon was so successful and wealthy is because of his wisdom. So I realized that wisdom equals success. I started pouring into myself, not just with knowledge, but with my intuition. As women, we have this sixth sense that I fear we take for granted. That inner voice that's speaking to us and wants to guide us, but because we don't have self-trust, because we don't have self-belief, we ignore it and look outward for external validation, looking at other people to validate our choices, to guide our step. But the moment I started trusting my inner voice and listening to my intuition is the moment that I started to see success on my channel, in my business, in my personal life, in relationships. I stopped ignoring red flags and started walking away sooner rather than later. I began trusting my own ideas and taking the aligned action to bring them to life. I worked on my relationship with myself and my self-worth, changed my negative core beliefs into empowering beliefs, created and maintained healthy boundaries without the fear of being abandoned and rejected. I used feminine anthems to pour into myself that I was enough, that money flows to me easily, that I'm one of God's favorites, and that I deserve everything I desire. When you start thinking like a queen, it shapes your feelings, your behavior, and what you start to create as a result. The next way to glow up and become that woman is to multiply your finances. I used to think that in order for me to make money, I had to have this high level position. And I was so repelled by the idea of starting a business because for me, being a CEO and managing loads of people is not something that I aspired to do. Till I realized that you can have a feminine business where you can achieve more while doing less. I have a whole video of the best feminine business ideas that every woman can start today. I will link it somewhere here. The moment I stopped focusing on how much money I could make from my business and started walking in my servitude and helping other women is the moment that I actually started to make more money. Women actually make the best business owners because we're maternal, we're nurturing. That means we're naturally good at serving, which is the premise of a business. Identifying somebody's problem and providing them with a solution for that problem. So we just have to pour the same energy that we pour into our jobs, our family, our children, into our businesses. I truly believe that money is attracted to purpose. So if you're serving other people, if you're helping other people, money will always find you. I don't know why a lot of women, especially women of God, don't like talking about money. God does not want us to suffer, for he said, I have plans for you, plans to prosper you and to give you hope and a future. So suffering doesn't make you a better person. Money is just a tool to get you the things that you desire. Money allows women to rest in their feminine energy, to create, to nurture, to serve. The next way to glow up and become that woman is by having high value hobbies. The older that I got, I realized how one-dimensional I was. I loved traveling, brunching, spa days, which I still love now, but I didn't have a way of expressing myself creatively until I realized that creativity is a huge part of being a feminine woman, being more dynamic, being interesting. Like the Proverbs 31 woman, she had her family and husband and was already well off, but she enjoyed doing things with her hands and selling things at the market. But everything has to be related to making money, which is what I don't believe in, turning your passion into profit, because once it becomes something that you need to make money, you're no longer going to enjoy it. It's going to remove that fluidity, that creativity that just comes naturally to it. So I started exploring hobbies that I used to enjoy as a child, like reading, tennis, swimming, and new hobbies like going to art galleries and museums. You don't have to have the same high value hobby as everybody. There's Pilates, crocheting, golfing. It might be that you have to try a few for you to identify which ones align with you. Having a creative outlet puts you in touch with your feminine energy and creates fluidity and fulfillment. The next way to glow up and become that woman is to become alluring. I'm an introvert, but I can command any room that I walk into. And that's because I'm charismatic, and that's seen in my body language, my verbal communication, and my energy. I walk in the room with confidence, taking up space. I'm not looking at my phone because I'm avoiding making eye contact. I hold my head high, maintain a confident posture, making connections through eye contact. I'm smiling at people. I acknowledge people. I sometimes wave at people. I have inviting energy so people can feel comfortable to come up to me if they want to. And when I do speak to people, I compliment people. I'm genuinely interested in getting to know them. I'm actively listening to what they're saying and not immediately giving a response or making the conversation about me. I'm warm but still maintaining competence as an authority. I stay grounded in my energy of feeling soft, happy and peaceful. And I find that people naturally gravitate towards that energy. It's magnetic. People want to be around positivity and light. So glowing up and becoming that woman isn't just about how you look, the things that you have, the way that you think. It's just in your energy being alluring and charismatic. Next way to glow up and become that woman is to have high quality relationships. As I've got older, I have lost a lot of friendships and haven't gained very many because you're no longer in institutions like school, college, where it's very easy to make relationships based on commonalities of what subjects you're doing, what interests you at the moment. And then you get older, you have experiences, you get married, you have kids, and people move. Some have careers, some have businesses. People are at different points in their lives, so friendships naturally dissolve. And because we're grown and we've got certain commitments like work, families, children, it's harder to maintain relationships, let alone meet new people. But when they say it takes a village, they weren't lying. And not just in your personal life, but also in your professional life, in your business life. Community and solidarity is so crucial in every aspect of your life. But you cannot have a village if you're not willing to be a villager, if you're not willing to nurture relationships, if you're not willing to be there for other people, guide other people, advise other people, pour into other people, if you're not willing to be intentional, put yourself out there and meet new people. One of the good things about being older is that you now have a stronger sense of self. You know what you like and what you don't like, which makes it easier to know what kind of people you want around you and what people you don't want around you. What communities are going to be of interest to you so you can attend networking events. Put yourself in the vicinity of the people that you want to surround yourself with. But the important thing is realizing that relationships are give and take. It's not just about what you can get from people, but how you're pouring into other people. That's reciprocity. That's community. The message here is you have to become the total package in order for you to attract anything that you want, achieve all your goals, create your dream life whilst resting in your femininity. Like this video if you want to see more videos on femininity and abundance. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you're notified every single time that I upload a video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye lovelies.